Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tales of Arise. Give me a minute to actually fucking remember exactly what I was doing. It's been a while. Mostly because of, between the cup and playing Pokemon, the new Pokemon game, my brain is all over the place and not even been fucking thinking about this. But we're in a mine. We made it to Elda the next region. Things are actually really nice here. There's no more racism. But there might be secret menacing things that's turning people into goop. So we should, maybe go deal with that. Oh, but we did get a new party member. It's a very pretty lady with a big ass. Also, get ready for me to constantly hit the wrong buttons all the time because I put fucking 40 hours into a Switch game over the last, 5 days.
So there really is an underground lake here. Tell me, where is the medical facility?
It's not here. In fact, it never even existed in the first place.
But I've seen people carried in here with my own eyes. Where could they have all gone?
The answer
I just
is
started,
right in
Yuts.
front of you. You need but open your eyes.
What do you mean?
Are you trying to say that they all drowned in this lake?
No. They are just what you see before you. What's left when matter ceases to be matter.
They just got turned into goop.
Perhaps the scale is throwing you off. Let me show you what I'm getting at.
What?
No way.
It's a mod, Romnock.
So then,
Somebody commissioned it, and then they put it on Nexus for everyone to have, so I
Yes.
mean, I'm gonna use it.
All this is the hollowing.
Oh right, it's Dark Souls now, because people are hollowing.
I still don't follow, Miguel. What happened to your hand? And what is this hollowing you speak of?
This is what I wanted to show you, my lord. When a life form's drained of its astral energy, its physical form breaks down completely, a death leaving no physical remains. All that's left is a reflective substance, the only proof that matter once existed at all. That hollowing is the substance.
Yeah, Romnock, of course it will.
Fills this lake.
This whole lake. How many people? How many Danons?
Oh right, the bunny outfit actually makes Shionne's tits bigger, so her arms occasionally clip
You
through her
actually
tits.
expect me to believe all that? That an astral art illiterate Danon would know of this unseen atrocity? And that I, a Renan lord, would have no knowledge?
I have one last piece of evidence, Lord Dohalim. This is a fruit of Helgen, the cause of all of this.
Yeah, Bulk, the red-haired guy is the lord of this area. Shionne tried to kill him, didn't go very well.
Here is your proof, my lord. Proof of the bounds of your knowledge. Proof of the countless Danon deaths under your watch.
Yes, it is, Siegmund.
No, they were not merely deaths. Those Danons were completely erased. And now, the only testament is that lake of hollowing.
Also, this dude is anti-heroing to prove his point.
Miguel!
Someone close to you is behind all of this. This person is amassing huge amounts of astral energy. You have to stop them. You're the only one who can prevent Menancia from returning to the living hell that it was once before. I beg you, for the future of the utopia you have created, Please stop them. Don't let your dream die just as it's become a reality.
Wait a minute, I don't know if I...
Nicole! Nicole! Nicole!
Forgive me, Kisara. I'm sorry. It was the only way I could open his eyes. I didn't have much time left anyway.
Funny you should say that, Blind.
Please. Help our Lord Dohalim to make our greatest dream
I mean,
a
the
reality.
Renans are kind of assholes. This is probably the only way to make him believe what you were saying. And he was gonna die anyway. Now he's been turned into a puddle.
Nicole! Nicole!
Well, that's easier to model.
Stop! Stop! That voice! Make it stop!
Did you really think we were gonna get away without fighting the Lord?
Darling!
What is this? His master core's going berserk.
Nicole! Nicole!
I know all you want is peace, but we need your help. We gotta get him under control.
Damn! As if he wasn't already strong enough!
Pray forgive me this, my
This will do
lord.
something.
In here! Take this!
I'll be heading forward. Far beyond the darkest shadows.
There we go.
There! That rock is huge!
Watch out, everyone!
Annihilation!
Yeah, he just drops a bunch of big rocks. His Mystic Art's pretty lame.
Breathing storm!
Burn in hell!
Hurricane strike!
Look shot!
I hear the raging cascade! Look shot! The wind! Here! Hurricane none shall escape my wings!
I'm not done!
Raging storm! Falling storm! Huddle! Here, let me help! My escalator! Hurricane! Hurricane strike! Going in! Period strike! Listen! Downfall! First aid!
Thank you.
Look shot! Hurricane strike! Raging storm! Annihilation! Annihilation! Here goes!
Yeah, this is already turning into a fucking mess. And me half paying attention isn't helping.
Sleep now! Falling storm! Healing storm! Tiger blade! Hurricane strike! Raging laser spear! Air thrust! Hurricane strike! Hurricane strike! Oh, spark stars of light! Rain down in front!
I owe you one. This one's all mine.
Oh, cool. Zara's assist is supposed to fucking stop his charge, and he just didn't.
Nothing
Perfect.
gets through me. This I swear.
Going in. Resuscitation! I'll heal you all. Lightning raging cascade. I'll heal you all. Going in. I'll be saving you. Stars of light. Rain down. Healing hurricane. Stuffed up. Going in.
Try this.
Annihilation.
I owe you one.
War machine. I'll heal you.
Too much.
Anything.
Can't move.
No further!
He stopped moving!
Get him now!
Please forgive me.
Lightning orb!
Burning armor won't save you!
Lightning condemned!
Thanks.
Burning slash!
Crescent moon! Hurricane All disasters! Come forth, the heroes of Fury!
My turn!
Annihilation! Hurricane Flight! Here's a healing art! First aid! Hurricane Flight! Going in! Hear my call! Now!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here I go!
All right, halfway there.
Lay down and purify! Tiger Blade! Hurricane Flight! I'll be saving Shattering
This is fine. His Mystic Art sucks. You just have to keep moving.
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Raging Storm!
Ignite!
Hurricane Foot!
Swallow Blade!
Look sharp! Raging Cat! Lunar Corruption! Sealed by the power of water! This one's strong! Powers of light! Rain down and purify!
Far enough!
Here I come!
Going in! Take this!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane Foot!
Well, it's sort of similar, Jen, because he's just Japanese mad.
Hurricane Foot! Going in!
I'm not done! Raining Slash!
Look sharp!
Radiant
Sword Rain Alpha!
Dazzling Spin!
Blow away!
Firmament Render!
That again.
You made me angry! That's a bad idea!
Lightning condemned!
Look sharp! Not to pieces!
Raining Slash!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Gravitas Field!
Oh, good. That interrupted his bullshit.
Period is not in your dreams! This one's mine! More where that came from! This one's mine! Hear me! Swallow Blade!
This one's all mine!
Perfect mine! I call upon
Hurricane Flight!
Not today!
Gone!
Swallow Blade! Sword Rain Alpha!
Time to shine!
Blow away!
a freezing storm!
Look sharp!
Tempest! More where that came from! Like Astrolabe in an instant!
Far enough! Dazzling Spin! Tiger Blade!
Here goes!
Hurricane Flight!
Dance in the healing circle!
This one's mine! Thank you!
Sparkling storm! Water! Rain down and purify!
Tiger Blade! Hurricane Flight! Their arts were interrupted!
Here's a healing art!
This one's mine!
Any more of this and I'll burn out!
Lord Dohalim!
Commander of Heaven!
There we go.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Bit of a mess, but
Are you all right? What was that just now? I understand this is a lot for you to take in, but Miguel trusted you.
probably a bad time for the laughing glasses. But
Impossible. I have no such power. Truth be told, I never wanted this. I never wanted to be a lord. However, competing for a position in the crown contest was required of me, and in the process, I took the life of a dear friend. The life I took and the bloodshed, the hatred that it earned me. It was far more than I could ever bear. But the screams and tears of the slaves, they would reawaken my memories of that day. The memories of my friend's scream, and the tears of the one who mourned him. I couldn't take it any longer. I didn't want to remember.
So that's it? That's the real reason you freed the Danans? Just so you wouldn't have to listen to their screams?
That's some motivation.
So everything you've done.
Precisely. It was simply to distance myself from all the pain and death. All for my own
He wasn't doing it to be a good person. He just didn't want to hear them
The
scream.
process. Well, then that was just an added benefit. Or perhaps I truly did believe in those ideals at one point.
He just wanted a peaceful, quiet life and was forced into
Living
this.
up to them was never my aim.
Impossible. Your dream of coexistence? The ideals that you always championed? So you're saying that everything you stood for? You're saying it was all just a self-obsessed lie? Tell me it isn't true, Lord Dohalim. Because my brother believed in you in your dream!
Forgive me.
So this is who you really are?
Stop!
Let go! Let me go! Let me go!
It's enough, Kisara!
Let go!
Stop!
I'll tear him apart! I swear I'll...
No, we already fought
You're trying to
Kisara
ignore
once.
your brother's dying wish? He entrusted you with his dream!
Just kill me. I'm nothing. I am but a shell of a man now. I'm just a pitiful coward who shrank from his duties. I would only ask that you make it quick.
This man... This is the person my brother died for. And for what? For what?
Yes, I know this is a very serious cutscene, but look at Kisara's ass.
I need you to get out of my sight right now. Go, before I change my mind!
Because Epic, he revealed that basically all of the good things he did were out of just a completely selfish desire to not hear people scream at him. He doesn't actually care about the Danans or freeing them or anything. He just didn't want all the fucking people below him making noise near him.
Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, a little. Thanks.
What are we gonna do now?
I still have unfinished business with Dohalim.
He's a world away from the Lord Balsef was. There's no need for us to fight him, Shion.
In case you've forgotten,
Guys, I think something's going on outside.
Kisara! There you are!
What's happening?
Kelzelik has started an insurrection. He's driving all of the Danans out of the palace.
What? Has he lost his mind? What about Lord Dohalim?
We don't know where he is, Captain. We thought maybe you would.
No, I don't. I haven't seen him since we were inside the quarry.
Damn. Well, either way, I wouldn't go near the palace. Any suspected Renan sympathizers are being arrested on sight. This whole thing is a powder keg about to explode. Best prepare for the worst.
Yeah, so we're not done here quite yet.
I guess not all of the Renans here like the idea of coexisting with the Danans after all.
So this is it. This is the real Menancia.
Are you giving up?
On what? This realm is already finished. It perished along with my brother's dream.
That's a shame. And I guess all the people who believed in that dream are on their own out there, aren't they? Not all of the Renan sided with Kelzelik. There's still hope, Kisara. Your brother's dream is only dead when there's nobody left who believes in it. Am I wrong?
You're right. I'm going to the palace. I need to see what's happening there with my own eyes. What are you all doing?
I thought it was pretty clear. We're coming with you.
I appreciate the thought, really. But there's no need for you all to get involved in this.
Too late for that.
Dohalim said it himself, right? All of us. We're liberators.
Thank you.
Will things be okay in the city?
I'm concerned about that as well. But for now, let us get to the palace.
Right. We best clamp down on things at the source before they get out of control.
The fact...
Oh yeah, she still didn't have any. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I want to check. Well, first of all, things are getting serious, so I think we shouldn't have these glasses anymore. We need that.
The enemies holding themselves up tells me they're not exactly happy to see us.
Then we'd better go in prepared for whatever welcome we get.
We have to stop Sir Kelzelik.
Don't you think it's about time you drop the sir?
He always treated us Danans with such warmth and kindness. Did he have such bad intentions all along? I just can't bring myself to believe it.
Forget about intentions.
No, Law still
We
gets
should
to be
assume
sad.
He's the one who's behind all these incidents. It's not surprising to me that there are Renans in Menancia who resent Dohalim, but I didn't expect one would be so close to him.
Because Law crying whenever he looks
I
at
suppose you're right. I guess all
Rinwell
of us
is
here in
always fun.
Menancia are still some way off from being a truly united realm, aren't we?
There is a moment coming up very soon. I don't know if I'll get to it today, but probably Thursday, where I'll take those glasses off.
Lend me your strength.
Of course. Anyone who tries to oppress others is our enemy, and we'll
That
gladly
moment
stand
might be
against
the
them.
single worst
Besides,
scene in this game.
I want to believe that this realm really can do better too. Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
It's like... It's really bad dialogue. It reinforces some character stuff that isn't explained before then, or really after then all that well.
I thought we'd see fighting throughout
And
the
it feels
city.
kind of weirdly out of
It's
character.
dead quiet.
But
Either
we'll get to that when it
Dohalim's allies have
happens.
been arrested, or they're keeping a look.
Yeah, worst is in poorly. The emotional scene is later. It's actually at the end of that chapter.
Meaning the rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out.
Time to actually explore this place like a dungeon. Yeah, you did, Scoops. Kisara's brother and hero, to prove a point, Dohalim went a little crazy and explained all the good that he did was just out of selfish desire to not hear slaves scream at him, because it brought back bad memories.
Spooky without all those people here.
And then Kisara got really, really mad at him and told him to
waiting
leave.
to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
Right, wrong button. That's gonna be happening a lot today. Damn Xbone and Switch controllers using different buttons. Well, not Xbone, 360. I've been playing too much Pokemon instead. Because that new Pokemon game is a lot of fun. I'm basically done with it, though. I got one, super boss fight at the end to do. And then another stupid thing at the very end. And I have, 20 Pokemon left to catch, total.
Hey, Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
On second thought, let's see if there's a release mechanism somewhere.
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zeugle.
An invisible Zeugle?
We'd better be careful in
Those
any
things
case.
suck. I fucking hate
I'd rather
fighting
we
them.
not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
That's my map button. Not select right now.
Right.
Right.
Pretty sure I already took everything from here, but let's see. I guess not.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Yeah, I'm gonna go everywhere except the place I need to go first, because you gotta explore.
Let's dispose of the trash.
sleep now.
I can carve through armor! Take down their defenses! Oh my lord! Alpha! Eat this! Make it rain! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! My turn! Crush! Dragon Storm! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! Destruction! Make it rain!
Frozen.
Hammer! An astral...
Nicely done.
And everything's locked. This locked.
Right, here goes! Now, you'll learn!
Freezing storm.
Going in.
I'm not done! It's going in! Dragon Swarm!
You think that's now? Ridwell. Frozen.
Hammer! Now,
Light
here I
astral
come!
energy.
Your armor won't save you! My steel dragon
Do
form!
it. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
Hey, Hoodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.
Right, here goes! Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
They really don't give up, do they?
Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight!
Law, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Hi, Hoodle.
Take this! Bring him down! Here I come! I'm going in! Engaging! You're finished! Here I go! Take this! Going in! Not done!
Thank you.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for, but
This isn't enough to go on.
But I mean, it's described as basically being nothing, so it probably doesn't have a taste.
Seriously? Is this a joke? What's the ranged attack?
Flame of Fury!
Coming through! Be my guest! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Vanquish darkness!
Take this!
Piercing Roar!
Here I come!
Victory here on call! Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
I need to be stronger.
Oh, yeah, I already looked at that once.
What's this thing?
More importantly, we got a key to the treasury. You know, I think Bulk just wants to eat people. He's looking for excuses for it.
Little help! Engaging! Not in your dreams!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Dance in the wind!
Now!
A freezing storm! Here! Ice Bidwell! Frozen! Hammer!
Barely a blip on our radar.
I mean, I think part of the purpose is, like, it just doesn't have a use. You've used up everything possible from the Danon, so there's only goop left over.
What's with that shining foe over
Brace yourself! This one's tough! Now you'll learn! You picked the wrong fight! Damn it! Here I come! I won't show you any mercy! Sword Rain Alpha! Be still! Rondo! I can carve through armor! Dragon Form!
Now, Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Step back! This one's all law!
I mean, it probably would work for that. There are worse uses. I would rather do that than eat it, honestly. Also, here's the treasury.
Out of my way! Not in your dreams! Hurricane Strike! This one's mine! Take my revenge on you!
It got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! Make it rain!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Dance in the wind!
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Swallow Blade!
Lightning Orb! Frozen!
Hammer!
My fire support! Lightning Orb!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Yeah, a lot of stuff in here. Too bad there's no new set of armor for us to steal. Just the same models of old weapons. And this asshole.
Hey, look at that enemy! It's shining!
Don't get careless.
May a thousand
tell me.
arrows
I'm not done!
Lunar corruption! Do it!
I can read you.
Frozen!
Hammer! My turn!
Searing flame!
Armor won't save you! Flying free! What if they just sit still?
Seal, can you take care of that? You picked the wrong fight!
Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Not
Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Unhealing pleasure!
Take it!
Okay, I'm getting back into this.
I can feel my power growing!
Into the game, not the fucking conversation you people are having. I don't imagine People Goop makes very good glass. This is just a limitation of Unreal Engine 4.
So much for talking it out.
You got spirit!
This will work. My turn. I'm not done. Astral energy. Full throttle. My turn. This one's mine.
I feel sprightlier than before. I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
Yeah, it says that.
What?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
Anything else in here that I want? I don't think so. Inconveniently, there's guards outside of it now. Means it has to be where to go.
No choice.
Bring them down. Fire support. Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. Not a chance.
The armor won't save you.
My
Here goes. Do it. Go for it. Prepare to crumble.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Oh, what gave you that idea?
Right, here goes!
Not on my watch. Just Dragon form. Can't be Make your pay for what you did.
You got spirit! I'm not done! Dragon form!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
I mean, yes, the Renans did come from another planet on spaceships. The level of technology is all over the place.
All right. There are enemy forces here, too?
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that it?
Oh, Blind, that would be way too smart. We can't have that.
Look, another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
That I already tried to look for and the game wouldn't let me.
Great. Let's see if we can find it. Even if Dahnans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose. Oh, Kisara.
Yes, this is the realm that solved racism, but turns out there was secretly still a bunch of racists.
Go no further!
You picked the wrong fight!
Do it! Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Now! It's almost too strong!
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Make it rain!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Strike!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Bulk, I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Their lord is some form of brown. I don't know if niggers exist in space here, but that might be what's happening. Yeah, all this shit's about music.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve
Seems
of
like a
this
bad
people.
option, actually.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go.
Time for this shitty boss fight. That becomes a regular enemy later.
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
He was the one keeping racism alive and well in
I don't
Elderman and
remember
Sia.
giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
No, you are place, slave. Fantastic translation work.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Dahnan for a day.
I mean, the Fire
So
Lord
you
was a bit of a
plotted against
bitch,
Lord
but it
Dohalim
did
in
take
secret. And when my
a
brother
sentient
found out-
mass of fire energy to
And I
actually
would
stop
do it all
him.
again if it meant returning
And we can't really do
Menancia
that
to
again.
its rightful state. A realm where Dahnans are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order. It's...
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel. My brother. He dreamed of building a world
Oh yeah, get
free
used to
of
Kisara
suffering.
talking about her brother. She basically
He gave
never
his life
stops.
for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death. You killed my brother. And now you'll die for it!
Yeah, he's not the boss. He's got a fucking pet asshole lizard. I hate this thing.
My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Because it does that. It runs away and just moves onto the other side of the map.
Go for the weak point.
Oh, and it can brap.
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out.
And miss all the fun. No way.
It's on! Ignite!
It's weakened.
This ends now! I owe you one.
That's it!
Flaming
Daryl, you're on!
None shall escape my judgment.
It vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, that's one thing it loves doing, is turning invisible, moving behind you instantly, and then screaming and stunning you.
That's it! Armor won't save you! Dazzling spin!
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial spear.
Try harder! My turn!
Lunar arc!
You're mine!
Hurricane strike!
Dragon
This one's
Swarm!
mine! Take this!
Dispel. Hey, that. Tunnel. Lunar corruption. Glacial
No escape!
annihilation. Hurricane strike.
Burn in hell!
Going in.
That's it!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here's a healing art.
Hurricane
Blending Flash!
First aid.
Here I come! No
A
escape!
new lease on life. Tear you to shreds.
Mirage Shattering
Ready to go!
Pieces. Let me help. First
I
aid.
owe you one.
Hurricane strike!
Here I come!
Armor won't save you!
I'm on
Here I
top
come!
now.
Make it red!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here's a healing art.
Shield and
Fire
baggage!
darkness.
Go away!
Here's evil.
Dragon Swarm! More circles?
Keep calm and take them down.
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
Here's
This
my
one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha! Dazzle! You're mine!
I never miss. Let the first hit.
Make it red!
Watch out. Get toasty.
Bird Strike!
Yeah, and of course it has to fucking call ads.
That's what my shield is.
Nope.
Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Where are you going?
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Here.
No escape! You're finished!
This one's mine!
None shall escape my judgment.
On guard!
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Look sharp!
Shut him down! Try
Here's
this!
evil.
On guard!
Crumble.
Blending Flash!
Hurricane
Take it! I'm not done!
Healing wall. Healing circle.
I owe you one!
Far enough!
Thanks!
Falling
Glacial
No
spear.
escape!
Here's evil.
Power Blade!
Lunar arc!
Freeze lancer. Hurricane strike. Here's a healing art. Heavy supernova. Maleficent
Take
is
this!
gone.
Not today!
Dispel.
Appreciate the help!
Dragon Swarm!
I'm almost impressed.
Our praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Here I come!
Lunar
No
blast.
escape! Dragon Swarm!
Confiscated.
Lunar
Sword
arc!
Rain Alpha!
Hurricane
Flaming
strike!
Flash!
This
Dragon
one's
Swarm!
mine!
I can burn it
Here I come!
I can carve through armor!
Lightning condemned.
Try harder!
It's about to strike.
I'm not done!
Power
Look
up.
sharp, everyone!
Flaming meteor!
Stars of light.
Here I come!
That's it! Hurricane strike!
Try harder! Not escape!
Going in!
No escape!
More!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane strike!
Blow away! Ignite!
One more! Make it red!
Kisara!
There we go.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
These things are probably my second
You
favorite,
filthy
like second
slaves are
least favorite
despicable.
giant monsters in this game. My least favorite is the fucking Asylum
Dreams
Demon.
of attaining lordship are no
Because this
more.
is still
Give
Dark
up,
Souls.
Kelzalik.
Attaining lordship. Ridiculous. Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
I mean, we have 2 of those,
What were
so...
you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords?
Why is he moving like that?
So you mean...
I don't think you really needed to
At
do
last,
that.
the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Hiding behind you.
Cleaning up. Kelzalik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
They can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down.
Conveniently, we don't get to see it,
Something
because that would be
still
more
troubles
assets to make.
It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Mahak-Sar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elda Menencia. Go to Mahak-Sar, Ganath Horrors, wherever you think you'll find a
Why
civil
don't you
lord.
people just kill him?
Are you alright with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
Yeah, but it would feel
So
really
after
good.
everything, was the dream
Yeah,
of
maybe you don't even have to
coexisting
kill him. Like,
just
break
a
one of his
dream?
legs.
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzalik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're
Oh, hey,
choosing to fight
conveniently, we
Lenegis
wanna
and
do
the
that too.
entire empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
Rinwell's just, oh great, another
You
one.
heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
Again, you say befriended. Actually, this is the first time it actually works the same. Yeah, his gimmick is actually similar to Leia's from Xillia. Just, he does stuff, he makes his staff longer. I never use him. Well, there's one section of the game where you kind of have to use him, but other than that, I never use him. I mean, I use Xion. I just don't use Dohalim. And besides Blind, we've been over my racism before.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
She should have.
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
Yeah, actually, before we keep going, because we just got Dohalim, he has a bunch of costumes too. I don't think I have any modded costumes for him, because most of them aren't all that interesting. Like, he gets some of the same ones that everyone does. He gets the towel, clerk outfit, farmer clothes, that outfit, some recolors. He can be gay, he can be dark, he can be dark and blue, and the DLC stuff. He's got Japanese armor, swimwear, and school outfit. I actually like his school outfit. He can stay like that for now. Here's a couple more too, but we'll get to those later. I did already say all the interesting costumes are for the girls. Well, I mean, Bulk, if you're interested, I could go install all the fucking male nude mods instead.
You all arrived here from Cyslodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Like, you saw that bunny girl outfit? There's male versions of it as well for, Alphen and Dohalim.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives.
I stand by that quote, Blind.
You think the Danans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around
Basically,
here,
all
did
of the porn for Xillia 2 is either Luger
This
getting
realm
fucked by
had
his
its own
brother,
laws
or
to
Luger
overcome.
getting fucked by a
In the
girl
end,
with a huge
It's
dick.
the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Oh, I thought she was leaving the cat in charge.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
I mean, she's already kind of a crazy cat lady. She put a fucking cattail on her armor, for God's sake.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danan lives, but we were naive.
It's supposed to be
and
implied that it's been a
short-sighted.
few days in universe since that happened,
I
but
was so
like that was an
wrapped up in
hour
my
ago.
idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I
No,
never
or at least
bothered
not
to
one that
look
I
too far
found.
past
There's a
its
2B mod
surface.
though, which I
I
didn't want to
chose to
install
be
because it changes her
ignorant.
default weapon
And
and
because
hides
of
her
that,
shield, and that's kind of gay.
Because of me. My brother.
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elda Menencia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
Oh fuck, there's a
And here
dream
I
world?
thought
Is
you
this Dragon
joined for
Quest
an
6 again?
opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service.
No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
Kinda want that. Not right now. Mahag Sar is an interesting place. Also, this updates now. You get our full party and how they're supposed to look without all the stupid costumes. Dohalim to the bench with you. And you know what? Now that we're done with the story stuff for now, we can put her in a costume. No, we already have a bunny girl. Different armor is nice. I like this one for obvious reasons. But no, she's already wearing the teacher hair, so... go with that one.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know...
Nah, the teacher weapon
I
skin's
guess
kinda
I never
lame.
realized it before. But looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elderman and Sia Guard. So, in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
And of course, because shit just wrapped up, 1,000 skits.
What was Kelzalek even after in the end?
He wanted a return to
Isn't it
racism.
obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renan than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renan hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renans wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shionne?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
Thank you, Shionne. Just telling him to stop being a little bitch. Before we leave, there's a couple side quests I want to pick up.
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could have something they need from us.
Hmm?
Oh, this is just another elite monster.
Right.
Excuse me! Well... Really?
Good.
Yeah, that's what you get from weirdos on the internet.
What the? Seriously?
All right.
Ah, fuck. God damn it. Very sorry about this. Chat, give me, like... I have to actually go run very quickly and take care of something. Give me, like, 10 minutes. I'll pause the stream and I'll switch it back to the playlist for that. Fucking pain in the ass. Alright, and we should be back. Sorry about that. Just had to go take care of something real quick. Did think while I was looking at some stuff, though, we could change up some weapons. At least weapon skins. Yeah, you get the big dumb cannon. Nah, Burning Blood's perfect for you. Why not? Let's give her the cat shield. Ah, you don't fucking matter. Yo, dog, what flavor of stick do you want? You can have the fork. Making you look stupid is fine. I want to leave the Sin Cleaver blade, but we can change his armor. Yeah, sure. Alright, so that's one side quest that I'm probably not going to do right now. I just wanted to pick it up. Pretty sure this one's just another, like, hey, there's an elite monster, please go kill it.
Happened.
You okay?
Yeah!
Okay.
Huh?
Oh yeah, the other ones are, like, reasonably leveled. This one's tougher than it should be for this area. So I'm not going to fight it right now.
Here we go!
And there's one more I want to at least pick up. Might be able to even do the first stage of it right now. This one's at least an NPC that I think chat will enjoy. Because it's a lady who gets real horny over books. Which was... Yeah, because I didn't actually come through and loot here the first time. Mostly because I didn't feel like it. I don't remember if there's actually anything, but there is this side quest.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like our
Oh,
cue
there
to
is.
step in and help.
Cool, it's something I already have.
Oh? Yeah.
Burnwell, you're saying that while standing in a fucking library.
Yeah. Why?
What?
Yeah. Got it.
The hat continually obscuring eyes might be a problem. I might take that off for a scene coming up soon.
Great. I hate that woman.
She was a handful, wasn't she?
What's wrong with being passionate? Not to mention, she was kind of cute.
Of course that's why you like her. Hm.
Yeah, I don't care.
Well...
Later, Bulk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, have fun with that. We just had a bunch of snow here to deal with that wasn't very fun.
I don't think I'll ever quite warm up to her, but I can respect her passion for books. You've got a...
Yeah, they're still taking their sweet fucking time around here to clear some of the snow. The town still hasn't fucking cleared the street I live on. One of my neighbors did, and the town said it's good enough even though he did a shitty job at it. Like, he just made one pass of the street, so there's fucking, like... There's barely room on the street for one car for what's supposed to be a two-car road. But we did just get, like... 2-3 feet of snow, so it kind of makes sense.
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
Actually, dealing with that snow is why I had to miss fucking V's game on Saturday. Which, in hindsight, kinda glad that I missed, because otherwise, if I had watched it live, I would have left my house to go start a forest fire. I hate bears so goddamn much. But yeah, basically, because of the cup being on now,
I would reckon.
My last, like, week has been Pokemon and Pez and nothing else.
Mahawksar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Hurricane
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze
Sword
Laser!
Rain Alpha! Lightning Thrust!
Divine
I'll take out my legs, my shield.
Take this!
I'll stop its tongue.
Thanks, Kisara.
Really don't need my help, huh?
Nonsense.
Damn it. I should have kept my trap shot.
The heavens must be smiling.
I really like it. I'm having a ton of fun with it. The boss fights fucking suck. Those are lame. But the rest of it's a lot of fun. the main gameplay loop of just running around big open worlds and like throwing stuff at Pokemon kind of reminds me of like Monster Hunter World, like everything except for fighting the giant monsters. Like when you're just running around tracking, collecting stuff. It feels like that, which was a lot of fun.
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay? Here goes!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Yeah, the new Legends Arceus game.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
It's like, yeah, the graphics suck sometimes, and it gets kind of funny to look at. But, like, they did a good job with, like, how they animated the Pokemon and everything. Everything
There's something in the water.
feels great and lifelike. Like, all of the animation quality people have been begging for since fucking X and Y are finally in this game. Just at the cost of some subpar graphics because Lamau's Switch.
Here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
She doesn't have
That
bare
might
hands.
take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds
Yeah,
new
that's
to you.
always been Nintendo's like
let me show you
strength
how it's done.
with their in-house development. Nintendo EAD were always fucking great at that. Pushing Nintendo's hardware to its actual like proper limit and not just fucking struggling with it. But yeah, she does fishing. That's her whole shtick. I'm not a big fan of fishing.
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. There we go.
Yeah, it's a video game. It has a fishing minigame.
I reeled us in a big one.
That fish put up a fight. Good catch.
On my first playthrough, I actually didn't do this at all
And
until
that's
the
all
very
there
end
is
of the
to it.
game.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh,
I don't know,
sorry.
Yutz. I have a soft spot
I
for
guess
Final
I'm
Fantasy
lost in my
15's
own little
fishing.
world when I go fishing.
They put a lot of effort. They probably put
Looks like
more
we're
effort
going
into
to
the
be here
fishing
for a
than into the
while.
main game.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping
She
we'd
on
get
you,
to fish
fat
during
fuck.
our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente.
Bet you sure
So,
wish you
if
grabbed your
ever
brother's
feel like
rod.
fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us. Okay!
Yeah, this is the guy you talk to do fishing stuff. I'm not gonna do any of this on stream. Even if I think I can cheat and already have all of the rods and lures, so it would be super easy. Oh yeah, I'm already getting all of the fishing titles, so all that stuff carried over. Perfect. Yes, I did carry everything
Wouldn't it
over
be
nice.
easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish.
Yeah, you can see all the, you can see what fishes you can catch in every area, what each bait does. Some of the bait are references to other Tales games, like Tipo here.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one.
Or these guys, who are from, I want to say Legendia? One of the earlier games. And then there's Rapig one. There should be a Mew as well. Yeah, there he is. Mew's the mascot creature from Tales of the Abyss. I like him. And then Rapide. I actually forgot the Rapide one.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Oh, where's the owl? Did I pass it already? Pretty sure there was an owl. Yeah, it's over here somewhere. Can't see shit, game. You can hear it. One second, let me kill these things. I do need to go back to the Owl Sanctuary too.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Marker! Tear you to shreds!
Stardust! Luna Rondo!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo. Hoo hoo hoo.
Yuts, no, do not fuck the owls.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
What do you say we check back?
I just want to trigger this because I'm pretty sure there's a fast travel point here.
Hey.
Hmm?
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey, though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
We've only
I
barely
guess it's
left
force of
Vicente.
habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
right, from being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
Close enough.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to
Yeah, that's the thing he does in
let
battle.
Dohalim handle it.
If there's a quick
I shall
enemy
do
who
what I
dodges a
can
lot,
within
he
my
can
modest
snare
means
them.
to help.
Also, he will never stop talking like that. It took a while for
Why
me
are you
to
looking at
get
me
used
like
to
that?
Dohalim.
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menensian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
And it's really hot.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
There, I didn't miss any skits. Also, more important than anything, now that we have our full party, we have our party cook. That's going to be Kisara. Her job is to cook for the rest of the game. Let's build something or other. That's what I'm looking for.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Maybe you should.
Do you?
You'd be more useful.
It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, too bad you got him killed.
See you guys tomorrow.
I do
feel
want to
pretty
get all of
refreshed
those
after
on
that
stream.
sleep.
That is some of the the better character interaction stuff, at least for this half of the game. This is Tales of Arise. Oh look, now we can raise horses. Your day is ruined.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Yeah, every time we spend a lot of money, Kisara yells at us. Alright, let's go talk to the owls. That's a mod. Somebody made
We've
it, so I
reached our
might as well use it.
destination. I think Hootle senses something.
No new scene yet. Alright.
I hate camping out.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that
Yeah,
mark
the
of
glasses are
servitude
great.
lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
What part of there isn't
Why
a lot of
spend
travel
energy
between
fixing
the
that which is rarely
fucking
used?
realms do you not
Repairs require
understand?
time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers.
Ah,
For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Dahnan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Yes.
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Dahnans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Dahnans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
No, it's all this thinking is hurting him.
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Little help! I never miss! This one's mine!
Take this!
Lunar
Escape! Dragon Swarm!
Look sharp! I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Look sharp! You got flyers!
I've got this! Let us marksman!
I think we can get through this.
All yours!
Look sharp!
Lunar Rongo! Soaring Light Spear! I'll take you all on!
Far beyond the darkest skies! I call
Dragon
upon
Swarm!
thee!
Far enough!
Now, that fear!
I thought you more defensively minded.
Defense via threat elimination.
So the best defense is a good offense.
Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
Now!
Xion!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
You were practically a blur.
Together with your marksmanship, we make quite the team.
Oh. Hello there. Time for a tutorial.
All right.
Just use the Dohelium button to make these guys stop dodging.
When he slows down, that's our chance!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Dragon Swarm! Now or never! Lightning Thrust!
Lunar Arc!
Feel!
No further!
Hurricane
I'm saving this one!
Here I
Hear
come.
my call!
Dear
Wind Astral Energy! Alright, it's showtime! Magic and Cleanser!
You're mine! It's done! You're on!
Piercing
Dragon
Roll!
Swarm!
Flame of Fury!
Tornado Alpha!
Water!
Hear my call!
Electro Spear!
Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha!
Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Soaring Light Spear! Take this!
Do it!
You're on!
Xion, Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on
Alright,
our
I should be
side.
using his, because we
I'm
just got
simply
him.
glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
Oh, yeah,
No
another
mere
quirk that he
garbage,
has.
I
He's a
assure you.
fucking nerd.
Still, I've never
He
seen
likes
anything
artifacts.
shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
This is where we're supposed to get the intro to the art sphere, but I've had it the entire
Are
time.
you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Dahnan relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Dan in history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Yeah, these are the artifacts that I showed off earlier in the playthrough that we already have all of.
You've collected an awful lot of those objects. You sure it's not just
Hush. Be quiet for a moment. The pieces speak to me.
What?
Oh, cool. We'll get all
These
of these
relics
skits
that have scattered
one
about.
after another.
I can hear them whispering, longing to reunite with their lost friends and become one again.
Oh no,
Really?
Dohalim's lost
Do
it.
you hear any voices coming from them, Rinwell?
What? No! Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested in these things too, but I'm not crazy.
But don't you sometimes mutter stuff like, "Come to me, astral energy," when you cast your arts?
You're right. Oh my gosh. Are Dohalim and I actually alike?
Its charm.
No,
really
he's
shines
not a
through
huge
now that It's
racist.
been reassembled. Its streamlined shape, its geometric patterns. This is no mere amateur's work.
He's in his own little world at this point.
You get just like him when it comes to weapons, you know.
You're right. Oh my gosh. Am I just like Dohalim?
Huh? Why are you guys so quiet all of a sudden?
Oh god, we're fucking nerds.
I see you've got your relics all lined up again. What are you doing? Huh? They're so bright now.
Oh, it's you two. I was merely tending to my collection.
Don't you think you've polished them enough by now?
You take better care of your relics than you do yourself.
I try to take good care of them. However, no matter how much work I put in, it refused to respond.
I thought you could hear their voices somehow.
I can, but that's all I can do with them. I can't actually engage in conversation with them. Not yet.
What are they saying? Did they really want you to polish them that much?
You're right. I was so enraptured with them, I may have selfishly failed to consider their own wishes. I must open my mind and sincerely engage with them in earnest.
He never gets tired of his relics, does he?
Nope. It is interesting to look at them when they're all lined up together like this, though. Like how these two have similar designs. It makes me wonder if they were made in the same period.
An excellent observation. Yes, I too suspect they're somehow intimately related as well.
I don't see what you two are talking about at all.
Hmm? What's this?
I don't know.
Why,
I've seen some of the
that smear
relics and they
wasn't
don't
there
look very
previously.
similar.
Could it be responding to my voice at long last?
Like one of the relics I have is just Soul Edge.
It's rather viscous and has a distinct aroma to it.
Ugh, Hootle! These relics are no place for you to do your business! Whew! I'm serious! These are priceless pieces of history!
Come on, Dohalim.
Well,
Let's
Yutz, if
go
that's
wash
the
your
case,
hands before you catch
Hootle just
anything
crapped
weird.
on it. Oh god, we're just getting all of these now, huh? I have all of the relics, I
Are
just
those
wish they
two
didn't
discussing
trigger
relics
all now.
again?
Then it's a promise.
Indeed it is.
Law, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, Kisara. It's nothing. It's just, those two are being sneaky over there. I heard something about a promise.
A promise? If it has to do with relics, then what?
Wait. You don't think they're gonna ditch us to become treasure hunters, do you?
I really doubt that.
You never know. He's pretty damn crazy for those relics of his.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd make things difficult for you if they just up and disappeared on us, right?
Yeah, those are our two
Yeah.
main casters.
That'd cause some problems.
We've got to do something to stop them.
Hoodle's alright. He's
Hey,
the least
What if we
intrusive
collected
of
all
them
the
by
relics
far.
ourselves?
That's it. Then they wouldn't have to go anywhere.
We might not be able to hear them talk like he can, but we can still search for them anywhere that looks like
Honestly,
them.
most of the time when Hoodle
Yeah,
shows up in
between
skits,
the
it's
two of
the
us,
bully
I'm
law.
sure we won't miss a
And
single
that's
one.
fine.
Speaking of which, why are you so concerned about them taking off?
Huh? Well, you see,
This is going to be so great.
Indeed. Once we're finished, we can hold it in the palace.
It's like Hoodle is still fucking
Damn,
miles
really?
better than
Exhibition.
fucking Tipo.
I'll let you serve as our exhibit guide, Renwell.
Right. I'll study up so I can answer any question they throw at me.
I just fucking hate
And,
Tipo.
if you could, please ensure that Hoodle stays far, far away from the exhibits.
Who?
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. None shall escape my judgment. This one's mine. Freeze, Lancer! Hurricane! Shattering the... It is a duel of the eyes. None shall escape my judgment.
Pesky airborne scout.
Coming through! Ha!
The one thing I don't like about the randomly triggering over limit,
Scarlet Inferno!
it just kind of interrupts things sometimes, so I just throw it out whenever I get it.
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
This one's mine. Searing Tornado. Get on in there with the
You're mine!
It's showtime.
This one's mine! With precision like that, I'm glad you're not on the other side. Likewise, Reese.
Go for it. Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
Oh, Tipo, T-E-E-P-O, is the mascot character from Zillia. He's the, actually I can show you, because he
Good to know
has a cameo
my
in this
training
game.
is paying off.
Let me go show that. He's this fucking asshole stuffed animal. This thing. He's really fucking annoying. For 2 games, he's really fucking annoying. Zillia didn't do too great sales-wise. I'm gonna blame Tipo for that. Even though part of it was because it was a PS3 exclusive.
Hi, Hoodle.
And it's still a PS3 exclusive. It's fucking trapped on that console. It's basically one of the main reasons I still have a PS3.
Airborne beast. My turn.
Not today!
What can they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Make your break!
all yours, Kisara.
Now! Strike!
Radiant
Luna
fire.
Rondo! Soaring Light Spear!
This one's
Take
mine.
this! Here I come! I'm not done!
Sweet dreams.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it. Still,
Make your break! Blow them away!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
it's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take...
Out of my
This one's mine. Searing fly in your dream. How about
Dragon Form!
This one's got your name on it.
Action to action. My turn!
You got time to get Radiant Breaking Storm!
Flying Light Spear! You picked the wrong fight! Lightning Thrust! You're on!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
All yours, Kisara! Not a chance!
This one's mine! Radiant Blow! Now!
Rinla! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! Glacial Spear!
Not a
Here's
chance.
the Evo!
Lunar Rongo!
Freeze Lancer!
Soaring Light Spear!
Now!
Rinla! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Alright, this area is pretty straightforward.
Is this a joke?
Not in your dreams!
Dragon Swarm!
All disasters may go! Come forth and heal us from
Blow them away! My turn!
Going in! Radiant Flood here!
Lunar Rongo!
I'm gone!
This one's all mine!
Searing Flame!
Solar Blade! Here!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! Not a chance! Look shot!
Mega
No
Raging
escape!
Storm!
Stardust!
Do it! Dance to the wind!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
Yeah, the next area is wind, and then the final one is water.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
The next area is kinda... It's kinda lame, honestly. You could tell they were starting to lose like energy and effort in what they were putting into it.
Hi, Hoodle!
Can't get out of bed!
Take it! One more! Sleep now!
Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Eat this! Swallow Blade! Lightning Thrust! Lightning Meteor! Armor won't save you! Damn it!
Make it rain!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
I'll heal you all!
Here I come!
Dance in the wind! I'm gone! Here in circle!
Now I can let
You all
loose!
touch the wind! Glacial Spear! Pierce
Here I
through the
come!
blade!
I'm not done!
You'll see the gimmick when we get there.
Looking good out there.
Just getting started!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Because it definitely has a weird gimmick.
I can feel my power growing!
The thing you should know about the gimmick is, those weird fruits that were turning people into goop. We saw a note from it. Kelzelik was getting them from this next area.
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
And he was working with their lord, so their lord's gonna be real evil.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here?
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands. I won't forgive you!
I'm not done!
Freeze Lancer! Air Thrust!
I'm not
This
done!
one's mine!
You're on!
Now! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Over so soon?
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this?
See that when we get back up.
Like this should be easy.
Freezing Storm!
Dragon Swarm! Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon!
Don't mind if I do!
Swallow Blade!
Hear my call! Falling Storm! Spread!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Burn! Raging Storm! Alright!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
My turn!
Actually, I think I've shown all of the Williams now, so I can start just doing whatever I want with those.
Now, astral energy, full throttle. Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.
Out of my way!
Come and face me!
Here's evil.
Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane Blade Laser.
Raining Flash!
I don't mind if I do.
Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha!
All yours, Kisara.
I'm ready.
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Make it rain!
I'm not done! Lunar Rondo! Soaring Light Spear!
Look sharp!
Here!
One more!
It's over!
Hurricane
Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine! Looking fierce on your loud.
You must be rubbing off on me.
Let's kick some ass, kid.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
Good to know my training is paying off.
Oh, okay. So that's the thing that's happening. I mean, there's a lot of demand for it. It filled up, 16 teams filled up in 24 hours.
Gotta break through!
Freezing storm.
I'm not done! Swallow Blade!
And that's also while the cup is going on.
Rain Alpha! Be still! Soaring Light Spear!
This one's mine.
All yours, Kisara.
Here I come! Strike!
Make it
Hurricane
rain!
Darling, this one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes.
Well, Tag Team Cup is a lot of
I think I'm
fun.
getting stronger.
Especially teams that actually, you know, put effort and dedication to their shit posts. N is always a highlight of Tag Team Cups. And this will be no difference this year.
Can't get out of this.
Radiant confiscated.
Swallow Blade!
Hurricane Strike.
Sword Rain Alpha! Be still!
One at a time.
This one's all mine!
Air Blaster. Both astral lightning.
Come one, come all!
Astral energy. Full throttle.
Now!
None shall escape my hurricane strike.
Dragon Swarm!
On guard.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Down. Your order.
Ignite!
This one's mine. Will this help?
Mirage! River!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
Take this! Mirror Escape! Soaring Light Spear! Mirage!
Tourmaline.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
Yeah, Tag Team Cup's always a lot of fun.
Take this.
Here I come! Mirror Escape! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha!
Let's get you all tucked away.
Looks like we won.
And thus our strength yet grows.
I mean, there is, like, with all of the new boards that just got added, there's gonna be a bit more interest and demand for it. Yeah, that's the problem, adding another day. I'm just trying to remember where to go. I think that's the way forward.
Guess I misread. misread the landing.
Yeah, it'll depend on, like,
No further. Don't worry.
just who signs up.
Here goes. Make it rain.
Light burst forth!
Radiant citizen.
My turn!
Radiant.
Swallow blade!
Not on my watch.
Sword rain alpha!
Make it rain. Frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done.
All things to you! Swallow blade!
Make it rain. Astral energy.
Say no more.
My turn!
Instant.
Here I come! I'm not done!
Radiant sword. Here goes.
Sword rain alpha!
Ice
Lightning thrust!
Lunar
Make it rain!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
There we go. That guy was getting juggled kind of awkward.
Looks like we won.
Yeah, it's like Banter Bus was incredible last year, but you know what? Like, MLD had great aesthetics. ASVP were fucking incredible. There were some really good, really high effort teams. CoVR.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight.
These are for
Sights
crafting
unseen.
accessories.
In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
All those teams that had really high effort, and then you had ACO. Who on their bullshit tactics still managed to make it to the third place match. Thanks, Super Sub Silver. Yeah, no, ASVP had great chants, they had great aesthetics, they were a fun team. I wish they went further. And then there was some middle-of-the-road teams, too. There was, like, CKTV that tried. SPV didn't really try. Oh yeah, this area. I forgot about this place. Here's a big tower. It's only used for a side quest that I probably won't do.
What's that big tower over there?
I hate camping out.
CK already has a tag team. They are Int CK. So I hope you like Brazilian pizza.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Could always try and revive MTG. Almost there, Epic. We got to this area that's a side area, basically. Now we're going to some story stuff. By ignoring these guys and jumping off this cliff.
Guess I misread the landing. Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
Toya
Not
also
obvious, huh?
already have their partner already.
Except I don't think I'll be
Gonna be
changing
Ko.
much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be
Look at the
doing to
talk
pull
page,
my...
Necro.
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good
Yeah,
for
it only got
morale in
announced
the
yesterday,
short term.
Necro, so it's
But
still
you need to think about
getting
your
put
diet
together.
if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Also, here's where Kisara settles into
Understood.
her role as
In that
party
case,
mom.
I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try
Now
to
that
make
it's
an
more
effort
than
to get to
just
know
me
one
and
another,
Shion,
don't you
can
think?
we please not be dicks to each
I
other?
wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Law is standard anime protagonist, but because he's a side character, he's allowed to be the butt of a joke more often.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You were
You
still
don't
secretly
need
a
to beat
huge
yourself up.
racist.
I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
I'll
whoops, I
pass.
did a racism.
Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Anyway, enough of that. Time for a boss fight.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses,
Bitch, we
it
were
will only
stopping
serve
to help
slow
you
us
out.
down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Oh right, I forgot. It's been like 30 minutes since I've been to cunt. We need to keep that going. Surprise, it's an edgelord.
Been looking for you. For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
We saw this guy once in Snowland. He killed a bunch of monsters and just teleported away.
That is all I desire.
He's literally here to be the edgiest edgelord to ever edge around. The only way he could be edgier if his color scheme was red and black and not red and blue.
Who the hell are you?
Bastard! This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Wait! Can't be swell!
Try harder! Here I come! No escape! Mirage!
An outstanding
Appreciate the help. And just like that, I'm back in. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Time to shine! Get on in there together!
Spear! Pierce evil!
In the wind!
None shall escape my judgment!
Switch to offense!
Hey, their marks are interrupted.
I hate this guy. Ah, law, you suck. I was waiting for one of you guys to notice that, Yuts. Too busy focusing on how she got fucking wrecked. You know, Alphen, you sure are groaning in pain for a man who can't feel pain.
Very well. Then die.
Oh no, you've even more edgelorded me. Oh right, his eye that's still covered by the mask is doing some weird magic-y glowy things. Will you stop getting stabbed in the tits? This is like the third time. Yeah, that wasn't a great scream. It's one thing this voice actor is not very good at.
Shion, wake up, please.
Alphen?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I.
How? You got stabbed in the tits. How are you not dead? Yeah, well, Blind, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's
And
not
armor.
Different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing.
Craig did die
Anyway,
once. He got better.
Thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Oh god, right, I remembered your tits.
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Well, Triangle, that's your fault for looking at
Ringwell has a
CCG.
good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
So are we not going to talk about the weird magic-y bullshit that
Shion, are you
Alphen
sure
just
you're
did?
okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right.
she's
Unless I
really
turned
good
into
at
some kind of
healing?
ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
You know Necro does, actually.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at
I was
the time.
focused on being fucking mad.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell?
Look, somebody's finally asking the
He
fucking
wouldn't
question.
know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place
Somebody's
there for
finally asking
Shion
the
to
question and they're
rest.
being told to ignore it. But actually in universe.
Hey,
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall
Alphen,
back.
shut up. She's inviting you
I
to
can
look
take
at
a
her
beating
tits.
if
Just
I
look
need
at her
to.
tits.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
Sometimes.
I can't feel pain. But you still can. Can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Really want to fuck you. See, Craig, Yutz is willing to do that. I'm not even willing to go that far. I'd have to get up and go to the other side of my room to get a die. I'm not putting in that effort for you.
Are we in the right place?
Oh, so here's Mahag-Saar. It's been
This place
fucking
looks like a
destroyed.
mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag-Saar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah. This doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Yeah, there's your gimmick for this area.
Let's look around and see if we can find
The
something.
Danans already
They
did
might
it.
be able to tell us what happened.
Like, they already rose up and won. So we don't have to liberate this place.
Is
They
there
already did
truly
it.
no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But, if
But this
that's
is
the
like a
case,
good job, Patrick,
then
who
where
saved
do you
the city
think
sort
people
of
that used to
liberation.
live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan Astral Arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet.
Almost like they
If we
led
can
all the
find someone
Renans into the
around,
city and then
we
burned
might
the
be
city
able to
down
get them
around them
tell
to
us
kill
what
them.
happened.
They fucking Dong Zhuo'd these people.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
No, Alphen, it'd be
I
fine.
see.
It would just cause a
I
forest
apologize
fire.
for not realizing that. I
Only
should be more
Smokey would care
careful
about
in
that,
the
and
future.
Smokey's a fucking
The
asshole.
way
He can
he's
go die in a
talking,
fire.
It's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important, and learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth
I don't know,
asking
it's
at all.
like just old feathers that aren't worth anything. Should be fine. Yeah, like he didn't say like let me go pluck all the feathers off of them. But Rinwell just has to be a cunt because she needs to remind everyone that she's racist. And we might find out the reason for that racism coming up in the next section. However, I definitely don't have time to get to that today. So I think this is a good place to call it for tonight. Let me just switch this over here. Go ahead and mute that for now. We don't need to hear any more of the droning. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Reminder, as always, the Doise is a bitch for quitting Radiant Historia and the Yakuza Marathon. And I'll see you all later.